First of all, y'all have to see how cute Louis is looking. He is just watching me film. But hi, welcome back to another video for YouTube, which clearly this is already on YouTube. But it's a continuation to the series of what I've sold to Fashionphile and why. I have my laptop here in regard to going over every single item based upon the order of which I sold it. Now, in regard to this all, obviously this isn't everything I've ever sold. I have sold Private, I have sold Real, Rebag, I have sold Poshmark, I've given to friends. Like, there's been a lot of things that I have reduced from my closet over the years that will not be listed here, but Fashionphile is the #1 place that I have sold to in the past, as well as I am looking to downsize over the next few years, and I'm going to probably film the process that I had with them prior again. I am going to go to Rebag for shoes for sure, because they're the ones who sell shoes. So does Real, but I'm only selling clothing to Real. I prefer not to give them anything else. And if you want a story time as to why, I'm more than happy to do so. But let's go ahead and get into this, as we are already a minute and some change into the video. The first item is going to be super simple. It is this calfskin luggage tag that I did have hot stamped with the Vivian. Vivian is the mascot for Louis Vuitton. I almost forgot her name. I had this done on my Keep All luggage tag, and I eventually sold it because I wasn't the biggest fan of the look anymore. Funny enough, I actually have my Keep All 55 still, but I'm using a different luggage tag on it. Not as cute, not the right size, but it is what it is. Maybe one day I'll get them to order me another one, but I also don't intend on using it anymore. But yeah, I used to use it as a bag charm, no more. Then I have, if you recall in one of the previous videos, the Demi Graphite to Dow, but this one was in the rope collection. I've said it before, I do love a good classic piece with a slight twist. So when I saw that I could get it in a limited edition, I went for it. But I'm not a business squirrely through and through. Don't even get me started on business squirrely life, because I actually have been on the hunt for a suit over the last few days. And you'll have to check my TikTok, which now it's going to be a couple of weeks. Basically on March 16th, 15th of my TikTok, you'll see the saga of me getting a suit and the challenges as a non-binary plus size person who doesn't wear that type of clothing. Oh, look at the little sleepy boy. Your little ear. There we go. Next is going to be these Louis Vuitton acetate monogram Waimea sunglasses. I bought these in San Diego. Absolutely loved them at the time. Eventually, they just became too loud for me to be comfortable wearing. Plus, I don't really wear sunglasses, really. These are actually prescribed. And all of my glasses, I have 5 pairs of prescription glasses, and each one of them are transitional. So when I go outside, they will darken. So I just never really wore them. I still have a pair of Celine sunglasses, a couple Ray-Bans, a couple parasols, as well as some Tom Ford, and 1 pair of Louis Vuitton sunglasses for the day that I dream that I actually get contacts, but I'm always such a bad contact person. So maybe one day. We have the Louis Vuitton Demi Bean Karakoram collection Speedy. I was into it for the tribal vibes, but like I couldn't style it the way that I would want to style it, so I chose to not keep it anymore. But something that was easy to style was the next item I bought, which was the Clooney, which I actually bought this resale as well. I bought that one from Keeks in Plano, and it was really cute for the time. I have a whole entire review, the Kelly versus the Clooney, and I really do like the Clooney a lot. But the reality was it was just too loud. Like, I have some monogram pieces, but for that aesthetic, I'm not trying to go for the loud look. So I ended up saying hasta la pasta to that baddie. Next is going to be the Sarah wallet. I believe this one had a really colorful interior. I bought it at Keeks as well, and I saw it, and I think it was either a blue or a yellow interior. I can't recall, but it was really pretty, and I just found that I didn't really use it. So off she went. I have some sunglasses that they don't know the name of when they sold them, but the style number was there. These, similar to the Waimeas, super cool looking, but loud. I wasn't looking for loud, so Avidam's, I'm like rushing through this. I'm so sorry. Let me take my time. Avita Zane, my little sunglasses. No longer needed. This next one, I remember when this came out the runway. I believe it was 2016. Obsessed with the collection. This is the ultralight tote from Louis Vuitton. If you haven't already guessed, I am a huge Louis Vuitton fan, or at least I was. No hate to them now. But even before working for them, most of the stuff I purchased was purchased prior to employment. And then there are some things that I've bought since then. Like, I think the most recent, aside from fragrances, is the Soft Twist, which I bought like days after the launch because it was absolutely gorgeous, and I still really do love it. And you can see it often on my TikTok, but if you want a full review, I can do that as well here. But I bought this one because I started for Louis Vuitton in their office, and I wanted something that was different from the Didao, something very, very limited, a design that was only for one run. I was overthinking things, and so I ended up buying that right before I started working, and I wore that often to the office. Next is the Demi Graphite Josh backpack. I bought this for one of my birthdays one year. I think I bought that and a couple other things when I was with one of my old friends, Bryce, and I remember literally taking a photo in the store with him. We're taking a little selfie, and I have a Celine Phantom. It was a cute moment. I was a lot skinnier then, but it is what it is. We have the Louis Vuitton cashmere silk scarf, which I didn't wear often. It was red, white, and blue. I think there was a time where I was like, oh my god, 4th of July, it's such a vibe. I don't ride hard for this country, let alone any country, because nationalistic tendencies is not really my forte. But yeah, so that's gone too. I remember buying and selling the key pouch and then missing it and wanting to buy it again. So I bought it again, but then I realized I don't use it. So we have another key pouch, which now I do not buy key pouches. I will not buy another key pouch. I still have a couple of them. If you want to see them, I'm happy to do so. None of them are your basic monogram one because I've already sold 2 of them here, but it is what it is. The Crafty collection, not the Crafty, the League of Legends. I never even played that game. And I still haven't really played that game. My ex got me to download it on my phone. I tried it for like 5 minutes. And I was like, this is not a vibe. So I ended up deleting the game. But I liked the silk. So I bought a bandeau for it. Used it to wrap around one of my bags. That's that. It wasn't cute enough for me to keep. I also had... this one's going to be interesting, and it'll go along with another one. This is a strap, an extended strap that I bought to put on one of the handbags, but when I decided to sell the handbag because I was trying to get rid of loud items, I no longer needed it. The loud item I bought from Keeks in Plano, absolutely loved. And honestly, I got it before it was hyper popular. It was the Murakami multicolor Noe, which, as y'all know, I love a good Noe. Sometimes I regret selling this one because I did get it for a really good price, but it's still loud. I am trying to just not have loud in those formats. I don't want to be a logo for these brands, but here I am still wearing the things I've already purchased, and this one's all gross. Like, I've sweat through this thing. I've worn this on hikes, hot days, you name it. But anyway, those I sold, got my money back, thankfully. Outside of that, I did have some Louis Vuitton suede shoes. These are super cute. I really did like them, but I didn't wear them often enough. I literally have like 10 or 12 shoes I plan on selling. So I might make a video about what I'm selling to Rebag and showing that experience as well. But yeah, I overbuy. I overconsumed in the past, which is a clear problem of mine that I've worked through. Because again, aside from the things that I've had to buy for necessity and just necessity, I've only bought one thing this year. And that's insane, as y'all can see. This next one, I felt so boss biche, and I blame Kylie Jenner for this because if y'all recall, way back when. I'm talking like 2014, 2015, maybe 2016. She wore this black and red Gucci Soho chain backpack. Ugh, I died for it, but I didn't want to wear red, which that was young me telling me that I don't wear red, which is correct. I decided to go with the full black one. But by the time that one, I had the funds to obtain it, but two, was ready to pull the trigger, sold out. Sold out every which way, left, right, and another. I remember calling store after store after store after I would see online that it showed that I had it available, leaving voicemails, etc. I I was in junior college at the time, and I got a phone call that showed New Jersey. Get out of class. Like literally, I picked up the phone when I walked out of class, bought it over the phone. They said it was the last one. They were either going to give it to me or they were going to transfer it to the either Neiman Marcus or something in Beverly Hills, as one of their clients wanted to purchase it. I said, I'll do it right now. And so I gave it them. They mailed it to my house. There might actually be a video on here from the purchase of this. I remember filming, because back then I was on YouTube. So it might be there. But either way, absolutely loved. But the reality was I didn't wear it as often as I got older as I would have liked to. It just didn't fit my aesthetic anymore. And that's really mainly it. Just sat there and started getting dusty. Speaking of dusty, this Burberry Caskin messenger bag I bought like 2014. She's one of the first higher end designer handbags I purchased. I think she was after the Speedy, the first Tadao, and the District PM, but she was in that era of the early years. She was functional, but she was just no top handle, very straight, and I became a Louis girl by that point. I have swayed in other areas, but for the most part, I have been very Louis loyal in the past. At this point, no. I mean, I'm wearing a No ABB today, but still not as loyal as I used to be. That being said, we're going to go into some wallets. The first one is going to be this Saint Laurent zipper-on wallet. I bought this at the outlets, and I actually had it to go along with the sac de jour that I bought. At that point, again, collecting was just collecting, and I wanted to buy every single color for the rainbow. And I mean rainbow of colors. I don't think pink's in the rainbow. I don't know the rainbow that well. But yeah, I literally never used either one of these. So sold, off they went. I have this rainbow pocket organizer that I sold, I think because I was poor at the time and I needed the money, because I really did like this piece. I still have one pocket organizer in my collection, so I've had 3 over the years. I really do like the one I currently have, which is this blue print, which I don't know the name of it, but it is what it is. But yeah, there's that. I had the Crafty Zip coin. I bought this when the Crafty collection came out, along with the toiletry pouch, which I showed in the previous video. This, I thought I was going to use it for wired headphones and chargers and stuff. I didn't. It just sat there. So I was like, okay, sold you go. Same thing with the Karigami collection, multi-whatever thingies. I can't remember when or where or how I got the first one, this green one, because I ended up selling another one that was a gift from an ex-friend now. But I don't wear clutches like that. I love the color. And it went well with the shoes that I sold. I think I sold the clutch thingy when I sold the shoes, because if I'm not wearing green like that, I don't need to have that. Now, I'm going to go over the next future items. 2 more wallets I bought just because the price is so good. Were these Saint Laurent card holders. One in the burgundy and one in this burnt yellow that was super pretty. But I'm not a card holder girly. Not like this type of card holder. I need to have a little bit more space. I tend to carry 4 to 5, if not 10 cards at a time. Not that I'm using all the time, but I just like to have them with me. So it didn't really work for me. Now, this last item on this particular list is going to be a little bit of a story time, because as y'all know, I have worked for Louis Vuitton. When I worked there, I was a repair specialist, and that's what I focused in, but I still had sales goals. So I did take sales calls and whatever on top of my repair duties, as well as because my manager kept it was like a cycling door. I went from manager to manager to manager, not because I changed team, because the managers kept getting fired, let go, leaving, whatever. I was basically running a team. I was running the numbers for the new manager at the time. I was keeping an eye on everybody. I was coaching people. It was what it was. But long story short, the Volt collection just was about to launch, and Louis Vuitton announced a competition for who could sell the most jewelry. And when it comes to client services, as well as alone being a repair specialist, not even like full on sales, um, my I never go into competitions with the desire to win. I just go to do things for fun. If I win, great. If I don't, no. But what really upset me is that this particular contest was only for people who worked in store, and we as client services were not affiliated with this contest. And unfortunately, they didn't let us as employees know that, and kind of just let it seem like we were a part of it until I started doing well. I sold a bunch. I was doing very well to a point where I got, because there's like a 2-tier system. You sell like 2 or 3 or whatever, you get like a bracelet or something. But if you get into the top amount or whatever, then you get one of the necklaces themselves. I don't think they expected us to do well because we're online and what have you. But I ended up becoming number 2 in the nation, including the stores. And I remember having to fight with the upper management people. They're like, why are we not as valid? We are salespeople. We are part of this brand. We are blah, 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 XYZ. There was a lot of things that were challenging at the time when I worked there that I was not a fan of. But from what I have heard is it's gotten a lot better. So I appreciate the updates I've received from people. I'm very happy for them. I'm sad that it did not occur when I was there because, as y'all can see, I have been a consistent shopper, a consistent fan of the brand, and I have now moved on to more of the higher end side of things like capucines, the soft twists, you name it. So it is what it is. I got the necklace. I wore it for a bit, but after I left the company, I was very disappointed with how things went on, and so I sold her. And that's the end of that story. That is the end of this episode or chapter. I have one more page of more recent things I've sold, but stay tuned because I will post about that, and most likely I'll post it the next Wednesday, unless I decide to start doing 2 videos a week, because I'm already backing things up. Like, it's literally March 16th, and this is probably not going to get posted until like April. But I like to be ahead of things. That's all. If you feel like you liked one of these pieces, you are sad that I sold one of these, like the multi-pochette or multi-color no way, let me know in the comments because I was sad about that too. But is there anything in your collection that is making you sad or just not bringing joy or just sitting there and you're thinking of selling it? Fashionphile might be a great option, or Rebag. Not the real. Don't sell the real unless it's like clothing, because they're as a seller, I would only sell clothing there. But yeah, let me know your thoughts. And we'll go from there. But that's the end of this one. Bye.